Hello everyone, my name is Otto and welcome to the channel. This gimbal is the Zhiyun Smooth 5, and in this video, I want to talk about some common issues that people seem to be having with this gimbal and how to fix some of these issues. But before I continue, if you are new to this gimbal and you need to learn how to use it, I have a step-by-step video tutorial on my channel where I explain how to set this gimbal up and the basic functions. So the link is going to be in the comment section and somewhere up here. The first problem happens when the gimbal is on and after a few seconds the smartphone tilts to the side and the gimbal turns off. Well, actually it turns off first and that's why the smartphone falls to the side. This happens because there is too much weight on this side. And the way to fix it is by balancing the smartphone properly before turning the gimbal on. And for that, we're going to unlock this arm and adjust the balance by moving the arm to the left or to the right. You will know that it is balanced when the smartphone doesn't move to the left or the right when the gimbal is off. The next problem that can happen is when you try to turn the gimbal on and the gimbal starts beeping and going crazy and then it just turns off. This can happen because one of the motors hasn't been unlocked, so you need to make sure that every axis can move without issues, but pay special attention to the pan axis because people usually forget to unlock this motor down here. Probably one of the most common issues that I've read about is not being able to connect to the Bluetooth on your smartphone. This has not happened to me yet, but this is random or it can happen after you update the app or the gimbal. And if this happens to you, there is one way to reset the Bluetooth connection on the gimbal. Here on the right side, we have this function button and you need to quickly press it 5 times. The gimbal will go into a standby mode and you will need to turn it off and then back on if you want to use it again. Something else about this is that if you need to connect your smartphone with the gimbal, use the gimbal's app instead of using the Bluetooth manager on your smartphone. The next problem on my list is with this wheel that is on the left side of the gimbal. This wheel can be used to zoom in or to zoom out, but if you press this button, the wheel should let you control the manual focus. And it was working just fine in the beginning when someone would use the Cammy app, but now it's not. So I don't know if this is intentional or not from Zhiyun, but the only way to use the wheel for manual focus is by using this other app that they have called Cam. But be aware that this app is not a replacement of the Cammy app because Cam doesn't have the majority of functions that you get on the Cammy app. By the way, when you are using the Cammy app, some of these buttons are not going to work either, but guess what? They are going to work on the Cam. The next problem is that if you have an Android device, you will most likely not going to be able to select 60 frames per second with the Cammy app. Buying another gimbal from another brand is not going to be the solution, and my only recommendation to work around this limitation is to use the native camera app that you have on your smartphone. Let me know in the comments down below if you are having any other problems with this gimbal. But for now, I hope you're having an amazing day and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.